Hello. So today I wanted to record my PT exercises. I kind of did a time lapse in my last video, but I wanted to show you each specific exercise because if anyone else has EDS, I feel like this information should be more accessible, and maybe my routine could help you because I know watching other people on YouTube, I take stuff from their routines. So yeah. So I usually start with this, which is a massage thing I stole from my dad's house. It's so nice though. If you have any massager of any kind, I usually do that before to tighten everything. So yeah, I just kind of do this for a couple minutes. Okay, so now I usually start with my hand exercises. So this is called Theraputty. They give it to you at PT and OT, but you can get it on Amazon, I'm pretty sure. And this is what I use to do my exercises. Okay, so this is my first exercise. I squeeze it in like this. So you're squeezing with your nails and not really doing anything with your thumb for 15 times. Is this one. I'll show you what it is. You guys can like pause if you want to see the actual exercises if I go too fast. So this one I do 3 times. So you go pointer finger to thumb. For this one, you have to get your putty in a circle, and then you do that. The green is harder than the yellow, so. This one is very painful for me, but I think that's the point. Okay, so sitting upright is really hard for me, so I just let myself take breaks in between exercises, and that helps a little because it's hard to find that balance of pushing your body but not pushing it too hard to where it can't go and you have to recover for a few days after. So yeah. Graduated to the Theraputty, I was doing these with a tennis ball, and you kind of hold it with a rubber band and do stuff. And you can pause this if you want. Here's the fun stuff. I kind of have boiled it down to what I like on this page, but I've gotten a lot of PT throughout the years, so this is just kind of like a lot of it. That's me doing a donkey kick. 20 is like way too high of a number, so I just go with what I feel like. With that one, I think it helps my hips. I have a pretty bad labral tear in my right hip from EDS, so they didn't really give me a specific PT because I've just had the same stuff, and they're like, keep doing that. So I'm not sure what specifically is good for a labral tear or if I'm making it worse, but those side kicks seem to work the part that I need it because it's really weak. But I don't know if any of you guys have labral tears in your hips. What did they do? So I skip this one a lot, but it's an inner thigh lift. So you kind of put your leg across, bring the bottom one up. I do hamstring stretches or bridges. And this is what my hamstring stretch is. Holding it for 45 seconds is like a lot longer than you would think. So for squats, I do 20, like chair squat types, or I either hold it for however long I can that day. So they have here. This is she called it a chair squat, but yup, this is what I do. Around this point, I'm usually getting pretty demotivated. But I try to finish, and CBD can help that. Yum. This is Pineapple Express. So next are bridges. So my goal is 3 minutes straight, which I'm definitely not there yet. And the second goal is to progress to marching while doing a bridge. And this is what I was given. You're trying to keep your pelvic floor tight and like towards the ground, if that makes sense. Now I'm going to do heel raises, where you raise onto your tippy toes and come down slow for 10 seconds. The next one I do are called shoulder retractions. So you take your shoulder blades and you just squeeze them in. So I do 10 of these. This was a lot harder when I started. So you just focus and so these last ones I do, besides skipping some other stuff, are arm crunches, wrist rotations, and bicep raises. So these are the crunches. These are bicep raises. Go like this. So I really have to focus on not like hyper extending my elbows, so don't do that. So I can still, I can't go past 2 pounds. Sometimes I don't use weights. So. I'll also show you what I do for my shoulders because they're one of the worst parts. I tie a band to the door and do something like this. So I might do that right now. This entire page is good, and I got this in 2015. So for my shoulders, these are all pretty good and painful, but I's, T's, and Y's. And then you kind of attach this tubing you can get to your door frame to do these. Which I'll show you a couple that I like. That's what you'll want. I've always been confused by this one, but I think you can use it with the tube in the door. So you kind of like grab both or one, and you bring it down, and you bring your arm in and back. And I do like 30, if my hand can hold it that long. It's probably more like 10. Let's be real. It says 30. Another one you can do is go up, you kind of bring it to your side and back. So you're kind of making a dash. But that can easily cut my shoulder if I'm not doing it right. Okay, I don't do these anymore, but these are some old exercises I used to do. That one hurt really bad. So those just like help with range of motion. Okay, this one's pretty good. Monster walk. You can use TheraBands like this, or like this one. Okay, this might be like a really funny look. Oh, this one might not be tight enough. Yeah, this one's not tight enough. There. So this one's a little too big, but it works. It really helps you feel it right there. So I have bursitis in my left hip, pretty bad. And these are some stretches they gave me. This one. So this is upward dog, but I was taught it as a press up. So go down and up as far as you can. Actually, I guess this is upward dog. This is cobra. And yeah, you just kind of, you can either stay there or just do like multiple sets. Okay, I also like to dance. This is like my Dracula heating pad. I love him very much. Keeps me warm. I had a pretty bad pain flare after all of that, so I kind of had to deal with that for a couple of hours. So rest is important too. I hope maybe some of these exercises are helpful to any of you. And I know that might not be, and our abilities and pain levels are different, and what we can manage each day really changes. And some days it's just I can't even do PT, so that's okay too. Yeah, some other things that help me though, that I try and incorporate into my like self-care self-work routine, is like mindfulness meditation. I really like guided visualization at nighttime, or even like before I exercise, because it really calms me down, and try and focus on the place that it's taking me. If that makes sense. I also really like kirtan, which is singing God's names in their infinite forms. That's nice, a good distraction. Heat, so like any form of heat, pillows, 50 pillows around me. Yeah, I don't know. Can't think of anything else. So I hope some of this information maybe was helpful to you. I don't know how long this ended up being. It might be pretty long. I didn't show everything either, but like, I know pain levels and ability can differ, you know, and goes up and down and down and but yes, I hope everyone has a good night, and yeah.